the economists in the wake of the ceasefire posed three questions, and I think they're the right questions. So I'm going to ask you guys all three. Dan, you first. Number one, can the ceasefire hold?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay. Sean?
Absolutely.
Okay. Two, will there be a follow-on diplomatic deal to restrict Iran's nuclear program? Dan?
Well, I think this is the big question, because what we still don't know is, did they kind of eliminate it, let's say, for 10 to 15 years? Like, was it set back that far? Nobody seems to really know. So I would think we have to have some sort of trust but verify here. And that's the big question.
Okay. Sean, will there be now a diplomatic deal to restrict Iran's nuclear and missile programs?
So it's an interesting question. I think there will be an attempt at a deal, and they will all get together, and then Iran will continue to obfuscate it the way they have. I think we got away with a cheaper date on this, meaning that we're not sending them pallets of cash that they're then using to enrich their own uranium. I think we've set them back. I think that we will have meetings. I think that they will then continue to figure out how to find some way to claim that they need commercial grade. So anyway, I think there'll be attempts and meetings and things, and I don't know that they'll actually get any substantial.
But Sean, wouldn't we say though, and Mark, I don't know what you think, but that if the Ayatollah remains, there is no verification, and they're still continue to be hell-bent on getting this, that's not total victory for us then. Like, that would be concerning to me as an American.
Yeah, but I think that what'll happen is they'll say all the right things. They'll obfuscate on inspections. So in other words, I think that we'll be able to we'll be better off than we were. Have a better idea than we've ever had, but it still won't be perfect. And so I think we're a lot better off than we have been, and that we ever possibly could have been. And I think that the other thing is, what Saturday night showed to Iran and to the world is that when you back Trump into a corner, he will act decisively. And I don't know how many more times they want to go through with that. There's one thing to have a bunch of meetings over and over again and not play the game. There's another thing to know that there's imminent action that's potentially going to get taken against you.
Well, and the other thing that's changed is maybe this won't sustain, but for now, Israel can hit Iran with impunity.
Yeah.
And the world community will say, well, if they're going to eliminate their capability, that's fine. The last question is, will the Middle East become more stable now? Dan?
Well, I think it just goes to what we discussed. Hopefully, yes, for the reasons that Sean just said, which is that both Trump and Israel have showed that they're not messing around right now, right? And so I think everyone is on guard that Israel in 2 years has taken out Hamas, Hezbollah. They've weakened the Houthis down in Yemen, and they've now basically pummeled Iran. So who's going to pop their head up now? But what we learned in Iraq, what we've learned in Afghanistan, and the history of this region is people pause, but a lot of times they don't stop. And we just don't know what's going to come now next.
I think the difference for me isn't just the kinetic action that occurred. When Iran looked up and saw that nobody was there to support them, not any of the regional folks, Russia, it sent a signal to me that said, okay, maybe next time that someone, whomever acts, we're not going to have the support that we wanted or that we thought we might have. And that it's going to give tremendous pause to anybody who wants in the future to think that they can act or do something and not face a retaliatory strike of that nature.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.